Tonight, details are emerging of the agreement that could wind down the Iran war. In a social post today, President Trump wrote, "If I make a deal with Iran, it will be a good and proper one." He added, "I don't make bad deals." The agreement would reopen the Strait of Hormuz, vital to the flow of the world's oil supply. Its closure has sent gas prices soaring. Today, prices averaging $4.51 a gallon. That's up $1.52 since the war started nearly 3 months ago. Tonight, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he and President Trump remain united on preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. CBS's MTS Tayeb is in Tel Aviv with the very latest on that. MTS.
Jerika, good evening. Although U.S. and Iranian negotiators have agreed to broad principles of a deal, including on several of the thorniest of issues that divide the bitter rivals, President Trump cautions the White House will not be rushing into signing any agreement.
The future of the Strait of Hormuz is one of the biggest points of contention between the U.S. and Iran after Tehran effectively shut the waterway since the start of the war, and the White House retaliated by imposing its own blockade, causing gas prices to soar. In a Truth Social post today, President Trump said, quote, "The blockade will remain in full force and effect until an agreement is reached, certified, and signed." But a senior Trump administration official told CBS News considerable progress has been made on the opening of the strait, so too on Iran's nuclear program, including its large stockpiles of highly enriched uranium, with the same official saying there's, quote, "no dispute that the stockpiled material would be disposed of. It's a question of how." Tonight, Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian said his country did not want the bomb. "We are now ready to reassure the world that we are not seeking nuclear weapons," he said. But Pezeshkian also lashed out at Israel, calling it a, quote, destabilizing force in the region. Tehran insists Israel's war in Lebanon be part of any deal. Despite a ceasefire, the Israeli military's confrontation with the Iranian proxy group Hezbollah has been devastating. At least 3,100 people have been killed in Lebanon since March, including 210 children, according to the Lebanese Health Ministry. In a post on X, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said President Trump, quote, reaffirmed Israel's right to defend itself against threats on every front, including Lebanon, which has widely been interpreted as Israel would continue to carry out strikes there, regardless of Tehran's objections.
And tonight, U.S. officials say they believe Iran's new supreme leader has approved the broad template for a draft deal, but that any agreement would lead to further negotiations, Jerika, rather than a final settlement.
MTS Tayeb in Tel Aviv, thank you.